Hello everyone. Today I am back with another new video, and this would be on the OET writing part. You will see how the writing is important, and then we will walk through the format of the writing that is falling under the B grade. And finally, I will give you some important details on how you can improve your writing. So that's the gist of what I'm going to talk about. Um, Now, I would like to share my screen. So, OET writing part is also a pretty difficult subset in order for us to begin with. We do not want to fall under C plus because uh, there are other subsets that would be showing as a B grade. Since in the ACFMG, C plus is acceptable, I don't think you should aim for something like a C plus grade on writing. And there is a reason attached to my thinking. The reason is you want to frame a nice letter when you're communicating with others, especially when someone who you haven't met at first place, and then you're talking to higher authority members. No matter who you're talking to, you would need a basic professional skill to master on the writing part, because um, as you all know, we have to reach out to people through emails these days. Not many have the opportunity to be there in their presence and be able to give up the amount of impression they would need. So, this is like your best chance to establish your impression at first place. Other than that, you would need it because this is like a starting point towards multiple options you may have. It's like opening the doors because you sound so good. You don't sound foul, or you don't sound rude. So these are like simple things we need to be cautious about, especially when drafting emails for higher positions or for positions you may want to get into, like research stuff, observership stuff, everything. Basically, whatever you can think of counts into how you draft your letter, how you design your ideas. So, firstly, I would suggest you to have a look on the sample tests on the official OET website, and then try to frame the letter. This needs a grammar correction. This needs the sentences to be well refined, and this needs a format. Okay, so the formatting can be in any order. Frankly speaking, they may there are so many videos that kind of confuses you or leaves you with mixed feelings on what kind of topics you may want to add in. So literally, you if you think about it, it's just like how you want your letter to flow in, like a story. So really, it comes down to chronological order. Like you can put on the most recent visit and then go on saying about the past history or any kind of allergies and so forth that needs to be mentioned. So, uh, coming down to the body of the letter, That is where most of the people commit mistakes, and that is where we get caught up with, especially while grading the letters. So make sure you master the body. In the body, you need to look at multiple different letters, like the transfer letter, discharge letter, and of course the referral letters. Usually in the OET these days, we do see referral letters quite often. So start with something like that, and then proceed your way towards rare letters like discharge letters, because you never know if these letters would show up. And on fine day, it's always good to be ready to face whatever is being hit on us. So I would say start with something easier, and then walk your way through towards complex things. And secondly, the most important thing is to find out who you're writing to. For example, it can be a general physician or GP, what they call in London. So in this one, you may not want to include all the past history or family history, because the GP would already know about that. So there is a need to identify which information is redundant and which information is important. You can do this in the 5 minutes when you're allotted in the very beginning of the subset. So that is very, very important. Now in this website, we don't really have much. But then there are great strategies where we can come up with ideas. So, in order for you to save time, you may want to do the intro part. Okay, don't think about the time. You do have like the 45 minutes for this particular subset. So, it's more than enough to get you to write relevant details. Okay. So during your actual test, we have the keyboard. Okay, we have the handwriting part as well. So you can choose if you want any other format. So that is about it. Okay, we will go through the format together. Always make sure to keep up with the OET writing. Every day, try and write at least one letter. And simply writing the letters may not really be a good idea. It is always good to have someone evaluate it so that you know your grade. So if you are um, wondering on who you want to evaluate with, then it is AL. Of course, these days, AL is great at evaluating your letters, and it does so with very little effort. But then, if you do not, if you're not around what a real letter has to be like, then it might not be a good idea. It is always better to consult a human being rather, because a they would have an experience. So when there is someone around you to actually tell you and point out your weaknesses, it is always better. So you can reach out to me, and I have my details here. You can simply leave me a comment, or just give me a gesture. um, that way we can get you started to this website. I have a lot of resources, and also my own personal experience, because gave this exam for multiple times now. Recently, I passed this exam, and so I have a better hand on guiding you towards getting a B grade in all the subsets. So you can count upon me, and that is all I have for today. If you need more details on the writing subset, then you can also let me know in the comments, and maybe we can do another video for you. I'm really very happy to help anyone who is watching this video for the purpose of passing the OET exam. So yeah, I wish you all the best. It's not hard, it's not easy, but then with the right guidance, you can clear it at the first place in the first attempt. So, all right, I take a leave. Thank you so much for viewing my video today. Bye bye.